how do I continue to sell luxury wine, but also reduce the bottle weight? Or how do I understand the climate risks for what I'm going to be planting for the next 50 years in this vineyard? How do we continue to make amazing BV wines or Beringer wines or Frank family wines or Stag's Leap wine?
True sustainability is all about the long game. It's about the long view. It's not about the quick, sexy wins.
We really stepped back and had a look at what are the vital things that we need for us to continue business into the future. And we came up with a plan that says, all right, great, we are going to be 100% renewable by 2026-ish. That'll be good. We're going to try and cut down our carbon to net zero. We're going to come up with multiple things. We're going to work on our water. The executives came back and they were like, I've got bad news for you, Will. We've decided to bring those targets back to 2024. We've decided to bring those targets up to 2030. No, 2050 is way too far off. We had the leaders of our company going to bat and saying, I think we can go harder and bigger and faster.
Treasury has really bold climate action targets, including to be powered by 100% renewable electricity by the end of 2024, as well as to be net zero emissions for our scope 1 and 2 emissions by 2030. So these are really impactful ways that we are holding our feet to the fire, and we have committed to take action.
Having been a 20-year employee at Treasury Wine Estates, I know we will get the resources and the investment behind it to be able to deliver it.
We have mobilized everything we can now. Huge solar panel investment, the largest in the wine industry in the US, but also the investment that goes along with it around understanding energy efficiency and lighting upgrades and how we refrigerate things and how we insulate things and how we drive our vehicles and our tractors.
If individuals and businesses, corporates don't make it a priority, we'll never get the movement we need. It's our responsibility as a global company to start pushing that envelope.
None of these are very difficult decisions. The difficulty always comes in actually making it work. Got to stack up from a business point of view.
We are publicly held. We are traded on the Australian Stock Exchange. So we are beholden to our shareholders. We need to really make sure that there's a good ROI and that it makes good business sense. We have invested in a sustainably linked loan as a company. We have 1.4 billion Australian dollars in the sustainably linked loan. Essentially, our returns are impacted by our sustainability performance. Luckily, a lot of sustainability initiatives do have that triple bottom line. It's good for the business, it's good for the planet, it's good for the community.
You can't do this sort of thing in isolation. We're embedded in the community. All our employees, so many of them live in Napa and the towns up and down Napa Valley. It's their backyard, right in the center of our community here. We've donated a whole bunch of time and a whole bunch of land to the process of restoring the Napa River. We had to work with people on both sides of the riverbank, up and down the stretch of the Napa River, in order to come together. Any one person doing a restoration project in their little island is not going to work.
I'd love to brag about my team. There's an ownership and a drive and a passion behind sustainability that goes far beyond growing and making wine. They know what they're talking about. They're out there, they're presenting at some of the cutting edge conferences to share what we know today, not just within the wine industry, across the energy sector, within the packaging sector.
I have been incredibly passionate about climate change since I learned about it in 7th grade. I know that I personally am not going to solve climate change. I know Treasury is not as one organization going to solve climate change. But I think the way that we research and the way that we share our findings with others and the way that we really do aim to lead the way and bring others alongside us in our journey is truly remarkable and unique.
The time and the dedication that goes into figuring out how to sustainably bring back sterling is substantial. It took us multiple years to get it back and get it right. But I'm really proud of the journey we've been on. Every year I see us make more and bigger steps, which is lucky, because every year the climate gets worse and changes faster and gives us more challenges. And we need to keep pace with that.